It is the live music from WMNF in Tampa. Hey, I'm Bill Dudley, and this is a show that happens every Friday afternoon here on Community Radio, WMNF. You can watch us on TV, on Facebook. We're broadcasting, we're streaming live on Facebook. Just go to Facebook, type in LMS WMNF. On the show today, we got a couple of jazz greats from the Tampa Bay area. Miss Kitty Daniels is here at the piano and vocal cords. We've got Majid Shabazz on the drums, and we're going to be talking to them about the old days, about jazz, and about what's coming up for these guys. But right now, I'd like to start them off with a song. What would you like to play for us here to start things off, Miss Kitty?
Song called Yardbird Suite. I thought would be a good song to start with.
I think so, too.
What is the musical topic of the day? Bebop, so the critics say. Well, that was okay. Who were the originators? Do you know? Yardbird and Dizzy tell me. I think it could be so. But I'm just quoting fellows like Toscanini and Tchaikovsky. Long as I'm hip to it, I thought I'd bring it to the crowd, explain it to the folks. Bebop, my friend, is just a whole lot of fun. You can take any little riff and make a real long run. I'm just quoting fellas like Toscanini and Tchaikovsky. Long as I'm hip to it, I thought I'd bring it to the crowd, explain it to the folks. Bebop, my friend, is just a whole lot of fun. You can take any little riff and make a real long run.
Wow, I didn't know there were words to that tune. Where'd those words come from, Miss Kitty?
I don't know.
Eddie Jefferson.
Oh, okay. Eddie Jefferson.
All right, Eddie Jefferson. Well, Miss Kitty Daniels, welcome to our show here, the Live Music Showcase on WMNF.
Thank you.
And Mr. Majid Shabazz here on the drums. Very tasteful, very mellow drums. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about here, but I don't want to talk too long. I want there to be lots of music. I want to tell you that Miss Kitty's been around the Bay Area for a long time. You were born and raised in Ybor City, it says here.
Right.
Well, tell me just a little bit about what happened when you were a little girl that you ended up being a jazz singer.
Well, I was born in 1934, and I didn't ever think I was going to wind up singing, but the way I started piano was, they say, when I was about 8 months old. This is what I've been told.
You crawled up on the bench there and...
No, no. They say I was sitting in my mom's lap. They used to sit around, my mom and her friends, and listen to the radio in the living room. There was a piano in there. It was like my mom and my dad had this rooming house, and several people lived there, and there was a piano that belonged to one of the tenants, an old lady. So my mom would sit at this piano bench, and I was in her lap. And someone recognized the song the sound that they heard me play over and over again with one finger when I'm leaning over my mom's arm, they say.
That she'd heard on the radio.
They say they recognized that sound as being a theme song from the radio show We the People.
Uh-huh.
And, well, it came out that the older I got, the more I could play things I would hear.
So you started real young.
And my mom started giving me piano lessons when I was 6 years old.
Wow. So you ended up having quite a career. You played here, it says, in the Cotton Club, and a bunch of famous folks. And
yes, I played sometime at the Cotton
You were married
Club.
to a fellow that was associated with Charles Brown, and you said, it says here you were associated with Amos Milburn and Charles Brown. Amos Milburn, a wonderful boogie-woogie kind of blues guy from the 1940s and 50s.
Well, he and Charles Brown were friends.
Yeah. And it says here you also performed with Dizzy, B.B. King, Etta James, a bunch of stuff like that.
Yes. When Dizzy Gillespie went over to St. Petersburg, I think it was, and he played, I wound up playing until he got there with the band. He was a little late. And whoever was supposed to play his pre-show asked some question about somebody playing. I can't exactly remember how it was, but they called me up there on the stand for some reason, and I wound up playing the show, his pre-show. Walter Davis, I think, was his piano player, and I don't know if he was just having fun or what, but he was very nice to me. He seemed to like what I was playing.
Wow. So you've hung out with a lot of the greats and mixed it up with a lot of wonderful jazz people over the years.
Over the years, yes.
Yeah.
I played for Etta James when she came to Lakeland, and her piano player was sick, and I was off that night. I was playing with a band called the Skyliners.
Uh-huh.
And we were off that night, and they called up, and I went over there and played for her. She had a book, but she liked my arrangements better than she liked her book, than the piano part in her book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, there's a bunch of other stuff I wanted to ask you about, and also talk to Majid a little bit, but let's have another song.
Okay. Why is it I spend the day, wake up and end the day thinking of you? How can you do this to me? Is it such bliss to be thinking of you? 'Cause when I go to sleep at night, seems you just tiptoe in my dreams, and I know I never ever think of no other one ever since I've begun thinking of you. I know I'll never be lonely wherever I go. This is a little song that I wrote. For you will be with me. That's how I know I'll find you at the break of day. I'll see you when I'm on my way. Your wonderful smile will follow me. My bright skies will never turn gray. You light up the darkness when the sun disappears. I'll never be lonely, 'cause I know you're near. You mean the world to me. Forever, forever yours I'll be, and I know I'll be happy forevermore. That's a little song I wrote. 'Cause,
And you started writing music on your own just a few years ago.
right.
It took you a long time to get to it.
Right. I never thought I could write anything, but
Well, Miss Kitty Daniels is our guest on today's live music showcase, and the fellow who's doing the percussion, his name is Majid Shabazz. And Majid, we're happy to have you here too. Grab that microphone and pull it over to you there, sir. And you've had quite a career in the jazz world too, but your career took you in an entirely different direction. It says here you played with Pharaoh Sanders and a bunch of other folks like that. You want to tell us just a little bit about some of the things that you've done?
Well, first, I was in White Plains with the Shorty Billups Band. This was like December 1959.
Goes back a ways.
So, about 1960, I done played in different bands, but now I'm with Rock House Green Band, and I'm in the village, and Pharaoh Sanders shows up with the raggedy saxophone case, and he needed a gig, so I brought him on the gig. And they liked him. We called him Little Rock. He's from Little Rock, Arkansas. So when we have a gig, Rock House would always say, "Get Little Rock, baby, get Little." They like Little Rock because he could make all kind of sound while we playing these commercial gigs with whoever, Sam Cooke, Jackie Wilson, the Coasters, whoever. We played with all over Rock House. He would go all over with and back up different bands. So that's how I met Pharaoh. So we played, then I ended up playing with Seal Austin. We upgrading from Rock House Green. So played with Mercury recording artist Seal Austin.
Seal Austin was another saxophone player, right?
Well, Mercury recording artist, still a big time,
Yeah,
big time. Anyway, so we take Farrell on the gig, and Seal ended up giving Farrell a mouthpiece. So that's how I met Farrell.
Yeah. And then how'd you hook up with Alice Coltrane? She was John Coltrane's second wife, I understand.
So Farrell was playing with Coltrane, so we go out to Coltrane house to record. It was Farrell Sanders, Cecil McBee, Rashid Ali, Jack DeJohnette, and Vishnu Woods. You know, Vishnu, I think he ended up marrying Alice or something, and Alice Coltrane. Anyway, they was huffing and puffing about what was going on, and I said, yeah, but y'all talking, but ain't nothing happening with the music. And so Alice said, oh, okay. Well, Majid, you get on there and you play. So that's how I ended up on that.
You ended up going over to France and playing at a festival over there back in the 60s.
Sanders, yeah.
And then you were in the. Was this primarily bebop music back in the day?
No, this music we didn't label it. We didn't. Of course, we liked bebop, but Farrell, he play anything. We just went from Rock House Green to Seal Austin to Coltrane. But anyway, we played with the Shirelles, we played music.
Yeah.
Anyway, we in France. That's Farrell's gig.
Yeah. But now you met Miss Kitty back in the late 1970s, it says here.
Yeah, the year it snowed.
1977 or 8, I think that was.
Yeah,
right?
She and her daughter showed up. So it must have one of them, because Tammy was
snow.
the baby, so
yeah.
Either 77 or 78, one of them years.
I remember that snow. We were making snowballs. Well, play us another tune. We'll talk some more. By the way, before you do that, I want to thank our folks who are putting this show on. We've got our TV section. You can watch us on TV on Facebook at LMS WMNF. Later on, the show will be on YouTube. We got Mark Perfetti as our audio guy, making it sound good on the radio, which, after all, this is a radio show. He's assisted by Richard Stone today, and who also does our YouTube feed. Bob Hoke is the director of our TV feed today. We've got Tom Connors, Marcy Connors, and Ed Lehman on the cameras. So, let's have another tune.
This is called Nicko's Dream. Nita's Dream. Happy and gay, a beautiful melody, all the musicians will play. You know, or so it seems. Everybody Everybody loves Nicko's Dream, a song loaded with love. Beautiful melody written by angels above. Well, you know, so it seems. Everybody loves Nicko's Dream, 'cause she had a vision that one day jazz would be the music of the future, you see. Don't you agree? And we're here to see that that vision will come true, and all the world will be blessed for it too. This song is here to stay, my dear. Don't you agree? This music is part of jazz history. Oh, you know, oh, so it seems. Everybody loves Nicko's Dream. Had a vision that someday jazz would be the music of the future, you see. Don't you agree? We're here to see that that vision will come true, and all the world will be blessed by it too. This dream is here to stay, my dear. Don't you agree? This music is part of jazz history. Well, you know, or so it seems. Everybody loves Nicko's Dream.
Mighty fine music from Kitty Daniels and Majid Shabazz on our live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. This is the Live Music Showcase, the show we do every Friday afternoon. We really enjoy doing this show. We enjoy having the greatest live performers from the Tampa Bay area and folks from all over the country who make it down to Florida to play on our show. We're very happy to be able to bring this live music to you. If you enjoy the show, you might want to think about becoming a member of WMNF. It's easy to do. Just give us a call here at any time during office hours, 813-238-8001, or even simpler, just go to WMNF.org and hit the tip jar right on the website there. Leave some money for the live music showcase if you think live music is important, like we know we do here on the show. So, Louise, our friend Bob Seymour just sent us a message, and he wants me to make sure to mention that the 85th birthday celebration for Kitty and Majid It's going to be presented by the Tampa Jazz Club at the Main Stage Theater at HCC Ybor City. And the date is going to be Sunday, October 27th at 3 p.m. And you guys are going to be joined by John Lamb, legendary bass player, and also saxophone player David Pate, who goes back a long way in the Tampa Bay area. So, yeah, big deal, huh? It's an honor. Are you both going to be 85?
Yes.
Whoa. That's great. Thanks to Bob Seymour, another legendary Bay Area guy, for reminding us of that. But you've got a whole bunch of stuff that people come out and hear you on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. It says at Donatello on Dale Mabry in South Tampa, just north of Kennedy Boulevard. Yeah. Yeah. You've been doing that gig for a while?
20 years.
20?
Started there in June of 1999.
Wow. That's great. Yeah. And also,
a great family.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah. And also Wednesdays and Sundays, you're at Benedetto's restaurant in Land O'Lakes, playing from 6 to 11, which you already mentioned. That's on State Road 54, I guess, right?
Right, and we've been there about 5 years, at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And they're good people too.
Yeah. Well, it's wonderful to have you playing jazz on our show. We don't get enough jazz on this show, so this is really great.
I agree. But you don't get enough jazz on any show.
Well, you guys are playing a whole bunch of it, so that's what counts. We also want to thank Louise Krikorian, who helped to expedite our show today, and thanks, of course, to Bob Seymour and the folks at WUSF who do a great show out there. Bob was pretty much one of the movers and shakers that got that thing.
Jazz royalty.
That jazz all night thing at USF. They do a great job. The folks that he has passed the torch on to, doing a wonderful job. I listen to them all the time. So I understand you teach at HCC, both of you. What's up with that? What do you teach? Master classes.
I did. That was the music class over there. At HCC.
And you work with, it says you work with middle school jazz students in Hillsborough County Schools.
Right, that was out at
Do you like doing that?
Out at Coleman Middle School.
Yeah.
In Tampa.
Yeah. What do you talk to them about?
Music. They have a lot of questions they want to ask, and some of them are very talented kids there.
Yeah.
Yes, some of them have even come to see me on the gigs.
And also, you said you got an honor from Bob Buckhorn, Tampa mayor, and he pronounced August 27th, 2018 to be Kitty Daniels Day.
Yes.
So you got your own day.
Right, August the 27th.
Yeah. Well, do us another song. We'll talk some more.
Okay. Millions of stars playing tag in the sky. All of my dreams living right in your eyes. So much at stake. Then I wake up. Shouldn't happen to a dream. Light-fingered clouds tuck the moon into bed. I feel your lips stand my heart on its head. Then comes the ache again, and I wake up. This shouldn't happen to a dream. The flowers get happy and dance down the lane. The darkness no longer is deep. We're made for each other, that's perfectly plain. Each time you walk in my sleep, here comes the night, cutting capers again. Just for a while, you'll be with me. then that bubble will break again, and I'll wake up, I'll wake right up. This shouldn't happen to a dream. Flowers get happy and dance down the lane. The darkness no longer is deep. We're made for each other. That's perfectly plain. Every time you walk in my sleep, here comes the night. Capers again, just for a while you'll be with me, then that bubble will break again, and I'll wake up. Shouldn't happen to a dream.
Kitty, where'd that song come from?
I don't know. I heard it somewhere. I learned it along the way. I don't know when I learned that.
Okay, we ought to look that up. Kitty Daniels, our guest on today's Live Music Showcase, the fellow who's playing the percussion. Very, very tasteful and beautiful percussion music. And his name is Majid Shabazz. Hey, Majid, what's it like accompanying a singer? Is there something special that you have to do, a way that you have to play that?
Like a kid in a candy store. I got that. I stole that from Elvin Jones. It's good. She's know the American Songbook plus the jazz classics and whatever. She played whatever. Yeah. So, and I play. I just like the drums. So.
Do you? Would you call yourself more of a percussionist, or what? What would you call yourself? Jazz drummer, or just a drummer?
Just a drummer, a happy drummer.
Well,
I'm country. I'm born in the country. My mama was a great singer, and my first cousin, Bubba. And I love music. I've been loving music. In Dothan, Alabama, in Baptist Bottom, at the Harlem Theater, Mother and I stayed across the street, and I used to go there and sit and hear all the great jazz bands. And I just sit. So Mother sent me a drum and my cousin a drum. I wore my drum out. I'm 8 years old. My cousin drum stayed new because he wasn't into it. So I just love music.
What was your first big break as a drummer?
I guess when I first started, but big break. I guess when I went to Japan with Seal Lawson in 1963.
Yeah.
That because you get off the plane, you got a red carpet, and everybody giving you flowers, and then you open up in Kansaneki Hall in Tokyo, and that's like Carnegie Hall in New York.
Wow, that's a big deal. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. But what kind of special qualifications do you have to have in order to play this kind of music? It's very quiet. What you're doing is very. I said tasteful, but
I got that from watching the Masters and Philly Joe and all of them and Art Blakey. Even when they play with piano players and bass players, they use the brushes.
Yeah.
You know, so and you get a fuller sound.
That's what seems to work for this kind of music, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
It also helps you sticking too. When you play with the sticks, you can do more.
Majid Shabazz is our drummer here with Miss Kitty Daniels, and they're our guests on today's live music showcase from WMNF. Mark Perfetti is the mixer for this show. Today he's assisted by Dr. Stone, and we'll be putting the show up on YouTube, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. You can watch us live here on Facebook at LMSWMNF. We've got our video portion of the show. That's what you can watch. Directed by Bob Hoke, with Marcy and Tom Connors and Ed Lehman on cameras. Doing a great job. We really appreciate our live music showcase crew. Let's have another song.
Okay, this is a little song called Cute. I think it was written by Neil Hefti, and it features the drummer.
Made famous by Count Basie and Sonny Payne.
Count Basie made this famous, what you said? That's that's Majid on the drums, Kitty on the piano. They're our guests on today's live music showcase. You folks have any recordings?
Well, we have a couple. We have a couple.
Is there a web? Talk into your mic there, Miss Kitty, please. Is there a website where folks can find out more about you guys and your music?
There is, but my manager will have to tell you what the website is.
Well, I'm sure they could Google you guys and find out.
Right.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
could Google it.
Yeah. And I understand you're working on a new CD. That'll be good.
Right.
And if folks want to donate so that this CD can come out sooner, they can do that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
very much appreciated if they do.
Yeah. So we have some good old straight ahead jazz on our show today, with Majid and Kitty here on our show. Majid Shabazz and Kitty Daniels are our guests on today's show from WMNF in Tampa. We've got about 15 more minutes. Let's try to squeeze in some more tunes if we could.
Love, when you speak love, our summer day withers away. Too soon, too soon. Speak love, when you speak love, a moment is swift like ships adrift. We're swept apart too soon. Speak low, darling, speak low. Love is a spark lost in the dark too soon. I fear wherever I go that tomorrow is near, tomorrow is here, and always too soon. Love is so old and time so brief. Love is pure gold and time a thief. Time a thief, we're late. Darling, we're late. The curtain descends, everything ends too soon. I wait, darling, I wait. Will you speak low to me? Speak love to me and soon. So brief. Love is pure gold and time a thief. Time a thief, we're late, darling, we're late. The curtain descends, everything ends too soon. I wait, darling, I wait. Will you speak low to me? Speak love to me. Will you speak love to me? Speak love to me and soon, real soon, soon.
Mighty fine music from Kitty Daniels and Majid Shabazz on the percussions. Miss Kitty, a fellow named Jim Webb called up. He wants you to tell the story of the first recording of your original song at his studio.
Oh, I think it was something about flying. If I'm flying, I think the name of it was I'm buying if you're flying, or I'm flying if you're buying. but that was quite an experience.
But you've written a bunch of original songs since then, right?
I've written a few.
Yeah. You started at age 82, my paper here says.
Somos novios, pues los dos sentimos mutuo amor profundo. Y con eso ya ganamos lo más grande en este mundo. Nos amamos, nos besamos, como novios nos deseamos y hasta veces, sin motivo, sin razón, nos enojamos. Somos novios, mantenemos un cariño limpio y puro. Como todos, procuramos el momento más oscuro para planos, para darnos el más dulce de los besos. Recordar de qué color son los cerezos, sin hacer más comentarios, somos novios. Novios, mantenemos un cariño limpio y puro. Y con eso ya ganamos lo más grande en este mundo. Para hablarnos, para darnos el más dulce de los besos. Recordar de qué color son los cerezos. Sin hacer más comentarios, somos novios. Solo novios, siempre novios.
Beautiful music from Kitty Daniels and Majid Shabazz on our live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. And we want to thank you guys for coming and being on our show today. It's been a real pleasure to have you. Let me just recap all the places people can come and see you all. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, Donatello Restaurant, Dale Mabry, just north of Kennedy Boulevard from 7:30 to 10, playing music. And then on Wednesdays and Sundays at Benedetto Restaurant in Land O'Lakes from 6 to 11. And also the upcoming birthday party, which is a big deal, 85th birthday celebration for Kitty and Majid. And that is the Tampa Jazz Club's putting that on. It's going to be at the Main Stage Theater, HCC Ybor City, on Sunday, October 27th, 3 p.m. And you do have a website, and it is right here. It says kittydaniels.com. So I didn't see it. So people can find out more about you and Majid and your music. And we also had a person who dropped $50 in the tip jar for the live music showcase, Patrick Jean. So thanks to Patrick.
Thank you. That's terrific.
This is great. I guess he likes your music.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we've got 5 minutes. If you want to do like a medley of things, or just keep on playing, we'd love to hear it.
I know he'll never be forgotten. He was a king uncrowned. I know I'll always remember the warmth of his sound. Echoes so long, I'm sure he's still around. For those who've heard, they repeat him yet. So those who hear won't forget. They won't forget the sound of each phrase, 'cause it echoes a time uncountable by days. The songs he played, they are with us now, and they'll endure should time allow. Oh yes, I remember Clifford. I seem to always feel him near somehow. Every day I hear his lovely tones in every trumpet sound that has a beauty all its own. So tell me how can we say that one so real has really gone away? I hear him now. I know I always will. Believe me, I remember Clifford still for tunes like this. Joy spring, the fountain of pleasure. Deep inside you, whether you're digging it or not, once you wear up the spring, you'll find that it's the greatest treasure you got. And Furthermore, the joy spring, this bounteous treasure, cannot be bottled away, never can be so. No one can take it from you. It's yours and yours alone to have and to hold. And furthermore, it's never lost, too far or left, always around. When trouble is gone, the pleasure is left. I've always found it's burglar proof, same as the treasure man lays up in heaven, worth a price no one can measure. That says a lot till joy spring, this fountain of pleasure. Deep inside you let me inform you in all truth. Once a Leon sought this when he was searching for the fountain of youth. Spring, the fountain of pleasure, it's deep inside you whether you're digging it or not. Once you're aware of this spring, you'll find it's the greatest treasure you got. Furthermore, the joy spring, this bounteous treasure, cannot be bottled away and never can be so. No one can take it from you. It's yours and yours alone to have and to hold. Furthermore, it's never lost its fire or step, always around. When trouble is gone, the pleasure is left. I've always found this burglar proof, same as a treasure man lays up in heaven, worth a price no one can measure. That says a lot, so joy spring, this fountain of pleasure. Deep inside you let me inform you in all truth. Once a Leon was looking for this when he was looking for the fountain of youth.